because, you asked him, were you surprised? I said, I am amazed that this government is just wasting Nigerians' time. You know why I'm saying this? The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, they said the problems we have in Nigeria today is frequent policy flip-flop, high interest rates, astronomical energy costs, hyperinflation, multiple charges, toxic operating environment. Now, one would have thought the president would have prioritized reshuffling the cabinet within the most terrible, urgent, problematic areas. And I'm talking about the circle of Ministry of Power, Ministry of Petroleum, Ministry of
Agriculture,
of Economy, generally, Finance, Central Bank. Why am I saying this?
KENNETH okonkwo, I used to think that you are the man of the people. But lately, I realize that you are the man for yourself. Because a man who is against his people cannot be for his people too. Yes, a man who is speaking half-truth is barely the same thing like a man who is speaking no truth. You see, sometimes you speak like a normal person, and then sometimes you speak like a fulefu. But you know that popular saying, Onye elili na eligie. A fulefu will always be a fulefu. I'm not cursing you, but it's just that sometimes you speak like somebody who is totally against his people. In your last previous video, when you talked about Gowon, I watched your video and I was like, is this man an Igbo man? And then in some videos I see of you speaking, I say, this man is really making sense. So that is why I said that speaking half-truth is not speaking the truth. Yes. So please, in this video, you spoke well too. You spoke well. But as I always say, Onye lili, eligie, ade change. Anyway, my people, make una watch this video and just drop your comment, whatever you think, whether he spoke well or he did not speak well. Just drop it on the comment section, all right? And as I'm watching it, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, all right? That is one of the ways you can, help a brother, all right? Or support a brother, so to say, all right? So please watch it and subscribe.
Reshuffling the cabinet within the most terrible, urgent, problematic areas. And I'm talking about the circle of Ministry of Power, Ministry of Petroleum, Ministry of
Agriculture,
of Economy, generally, Finance, Central Bank. Why am I saying this? Dr. Raymond Kuti, the president, Guild of Medical Directors, he said that 50% of private hospitals have collapsed. And he said the problem is from the operating expenses because of lack of electricity and medical supplies. This thing he said rotates around these four ministries that I'm saying. Today is almost 8 days, and the entire North has not had light. And you're still keeping a minister of darkness that I've told you that his only solution is that Nigerians should off their refrigerator. So what I'm trying to say is that I was expecting that the president should have sacked himself first as a minister of petroleum, being the worst ministry in the whole world. They met fuel at 195. Today is 1,200 and it's not even available. So we're talking about unaffordability. We're talking about unavailability. The same thing with electricity. Electricity tariff has risen so astronomically and it's not even available. And then we're talking about in the economy, macroeconomic stability. We're talking about a central bank that is increasing interest rates rather than decreasing it. Because what we are suffering is not demand pull inflation. We are suffering cost of production induced inflation. That is why the president of the Guild of Medical, field, he said, look, to import the medical supplies has increased, the price has increased by 500%. You know what it means? It means that 50% of Nigerians are now dying who are sick because they cannot afford to go to hospital. That's why he said 50% of the hospitals are collapsing. So rather than trying to rejig your cabinet within this area, you are rejigging your cabinet, saying you're sacking women and affairs. He has denied himself now of the services of a woman who would have sued the United Nations for not, for cornering Nigerian money. So the issue is really very, 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 it's terrible.
Well, can you respond?
They're chasing shadows in this reshufflement. Nothing reasonable. Now,
about
about Edu that you asked, it has told you the hypocrisy in the purported fight against corruption. The mere fact that you said you suspended somebody means there are reasonable suspicion that she compromised herself, compromised her office, and she engaged in corrupt practices.
No, I think the suspension at the time was to pave way for investigation.
So what's the investigation?
So that's the question.
What's the outcome?
So that's the question.
I said
the question
then.
is the outcome of that investigation has not been made public.
Right.
In the eyes of the public, she's already guilty. And she's been receiving all sorts of it. She had received all sorts of...
Ikumi, in this studio, I sat down and said that call for investigation was for optics. In this studio, is it not for optics? It's for optics. The thing is that lady was not sacked because she stole. That lady was sacked because she was not clever in stealing.
So you have seen it. What do you think? This man, anyway. Hey, I just pray Nigeria no go do you. I just pray say Nigeria no go do you. Because you be man now, it go worse for your body. You don't understand. Anyways, drop your comment on the comment section what you think, all right? And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Okay, so thank you and God bless you.